It's your boy Vic XL, and this is the Ridin Durty Show, and it's time we get into it. Today is April the 12th, and let's get it cracking. And again, it is Thursday, April the 12th. Before I let you know anything, I gotta let you know that the show that you are listening to and watching is brought to you by the good people over at Dr. Juice Cleanse. That's right, Dr. Juice Cleanse is a all-natural cleanser. You hear me talk about it time and time again. Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser that promises, number one, you can lose up to 25 pounds in just 10 days. But not only can you lose weight, it can help slow down the aging process. It can help eliminate stress, and also it provides a balanced pH. But not only that, Dr. Juice Cleanse can and will remove nasty toxins from your body. There's stuff in your body that you don't want there. There's stuff in your body that you know ain't supposed to be there. Dr. Juice Cleanse will get that up out of there. A to the sap. All right. So not only do I like to tell people about Dr. Juice Cleanse, but I am a drinker, and I would like for you to be too. And you can start experiencing the wonders of Dr. Juice Cleanse today by going to drjuicecleanse.com and find out more about this great product. All right, number two, and I gotta let you know, this here sponsor of the Ridin Durty Show. They are awesome. The company is called overflowcafe.com. Now, when you think overflow, you think full, and cafe, you think eating or drinking. Well, guess what? That's not what I'm talking about. But overflowcafe.com will make your business overflow with clients. It will make your website overflow with traffic, because that's what overflowcafe.com do. They are a company that's designed to generate traffic to your website. And not only will they generate traffic to your website, but they will give you that traffic, especially if you're selling an independent product and you don't like to do a lot of shipping and handling. They can generate isolated traffic from your area to your website. That means they can get the people in your town to come directly to you, to your site, to your Facebook, to your Instagram, to your YouTube. If you want people to buy your products, if you want people to listen to your music, check out your videos, then you need to check out overflowcafe.com. And what I need you to do when you think of either one of these products, whether it's overflowcafe.com or Dr. Juice Cleanse, let them know Vic XL and the Ridin Durty Show sent you. I want to say one time to my wonderful wife, Miss Extra, on the check-in. One time for everybody checking in on the Facebook Live. I love you guys. Y'all can be doing anything, but if y'all checking out your boy, for that, I love you. Also, got to let you know, it's time to be empowered. It's time to be enlightened. And it's going down Saturday, April the 14th, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Griffin UGA Experiment Station. That's right, the Griffin UGA Experiment Station. This event is called It's Time to Spill the Tea on Mental Illness in the African American Community. That's right, this event is brought to you by Purpose by Design Counseling. And what this event is designed to do is empower people and educate people about mental illness in the African American community. Now, I know this is an issue that goes on in our community that we tend to not want to talk about. We tend to want to feel like it doesn't, don't go on. Like, I know for a fact, a lot of minorities, we are definitely not trying to seek no professional help. We're not going to get no counseling, nothing like that. We just act like it's not there, and then something bad happens. Well, you know what? No longer do you have to do that, because you can check out this event and begin getting help, begin helping people, and just knowing about it. And again, the event is brought to you by Purpose by Design Counseling. And the name of the event is It's Time to Spill the Tea on Mental Illness in the African American Community. And it's going down Saturday, April the 14th, 1 to 3 p.m. at the Griffin UGA Education Experiment Station. If you want more information, visit www.griffin.uga.edu.com, or you can RSVP via phone at 470-771-4987, or you can just Gmail Purpose by Design Counseling at gmail.com, and they can definitely hook you up and put your face into place and start helping combat this issue that's going on in our community every day. What's up, my man Q? I see you on the check-in. All right, now, I told you about our sponsors, told you about this event. Now it's time for me to let you know about birthdays. Again, today is Thursday, April the 12th. I want to say happy birthday to rapper Made in Tokyo. He had this smash hit last year called Uber. He also has a song called Ooh, Me Escape OP. Ooh, me. Escape OP. If y'all ever heard of that. I also want to say happy birthday to rapper T Mills. I also want to say happy birthday to rapper McConan. He's responsible for that hit record. Then the club goes up on Tuesday. Whatever the hell he used to say. But happy birthday to McConan. My man definitely used to be affiliated with Drake's OVO Music. I heard they put him out. But happy birthday to McConan, and hopefully the club's going up on a Thursday for him. He turns 29. Had no idea McConan was that old. I thought he was like early 20s. But happy birthday, McConan. I also want to say happy birthday to a very talented singer that I had a chance to work with from years back. Happy birthday to Miss Promise Ramsey. She's very, very dope. So if you ever get a chance to check her out, check out Miss Promise. She's definitely doing her thing. So happy birthday to all my good people that have birthdays today, which is April the 12th. Real quick, it's time to get into some hip-hop headlines. All right. It seems like my man Samuel Jackson, he's down for the movie Black Panther, but he says, you know what? Black Panther ain't going to change a damn thing when it comes to Hollywood. He says it probably is not going to open up no more doors, no more opportunities, but he's definitely happy that we did go out and support the movie, okay? So, man, one time for Samuel Jackson for keeping it real. Also, man, seems like my man T.I. is going to give someone a 6-figure contract. That's right, T.I. is having a new reality show that starts in July, and T.I. will be awarding an entrepreneuring man or entrepreneuring woman a 6-figure contract to join his Grand Hustle empire. They will be presenting their products a la Shark Tank, ideas, and that type of thing. So one time for T.I. for definitely keeping it moving. The show is brought to you by Grand Hustle Films and 51 Visionaries. So again, brand new T.I. reality show starting in July on BET, giving away a 6-figure contract to some businessman and a businesswoman. I hope I can get that. I hope I can get my face into place on a TV show. T.I. hook your boy up. Hook your boy up, man. I want 6 figures. I want 5. Shit. Hook your boy up. Also, man, it's a brand new movie coming out called Superfly, starring a lot of artists like Rick Ross, my man Big Bang Black. It's coming out in the next few weeks. It was shot right in the ATL, so if y'all get a chance, check that out. And let's see what else is going on with other celebrity headlines. You know what? This is my last celebrity headlines, and hopefully this is going to be a segue into what we got going on today. All right. It seems like rapper Young M.A. Ooh. Y'all remember her? Ooh. Young M.A. is making her directorial debut. All right? She actually directed and wrote a porn called The Gift, which will be debuting tomorrow on Pornhub. So if you're into porn, if you're like, ooh, Young M.A., and you want to check out her flick, then you can check her out on Pornhub as her new film, The Gift, starts tomorrow, right on Pornhub. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's enough for my headline news. Gave you birthdays, gave you sponsors. Now it's time to get to the nitty gritty, because you know, Ridin Durty, the show, we bring you what's happening now. We bring you what's next now. We bring you entrepreneurs, bring you singers, dancers, rappers, people who are definitely doing their thing in the community. Whether it's pushing products, pushing music, pushing visions. We're down for the pushers. The pushers. All right, your boy Big XL, and today I'm happy. I have my guest. The name of the company is Naughty Cocktail Parties. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the line we have Dalton Grady. What's happening?
Hey, how are you?
Man, I'm doing so damn good. If I was doing any better, they would lock me up. How about yourself?
Oh, look, I am enjoying this nice weather for once. I know Atlanta is nice and hot. I was just there a little while ago.
Oh, man, let me tell you, it's hot as hell today, but yesterday it was cool. The Atlanta, you know what? I call this weather the trick weather. And the reason I call it the trick weather, because it will trick your ass right into the flu. Because you will go out today in some shorts, and tomorrow you'll need on a damn turtleneck. So Atlanta weather will trick you. Today is nice and sunny, so hopefully it's going to stay that way.
Nice.
All right, so the first thing I got to get into, Dalton, you're from Pittsburgh, PA. Now, I got to tell you, we're almost sworn enemies because I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Are you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan?
I used to be.
And just to commemorate you being on the show today, I actually wore my gold, my black and yellow hat.
Okay.
I wore my black and yellow hat just to represent Pittsburgh. So look, let's talk about this thing. Tell me a little bit about Dalton. How Dalton got into the game and how Naughty Cocktail Parties was started.
So Naughty Cocktail Parties is an adult direct sales company. And so I've been in the industry now for a little over 4 years. And I worked for some other companies actually before starting Naughty Cocktail Parties. But it came to my attention. I had the opportunity to start my own business. And I woke up one morning and I had hundreds of thousands of adult novelties sent to my house, and like the catalog of it, not hundreds of thousands of actual novelties, but a catalog of them. And it came up like, hey, you can order so many and you could do this and start your own business. So it sort of just, came out of nowhere, and I made a catalog, and Naughty Cocktail Parties was kind of born. And we started just myself. It was just me running the company for a couple months. Nobody else is really doing parties or making sales. And then we finally opened up to the entire United States, and now I proudly have consultants all over the U.S. that sell Naughty Cocktail Parties. So they're trained, they have demonstration items, they go out into the homes of people, men and women, and they do these home parties, which are a blast.
All right, the first thing I got to ask is, what was your very first party like? How nervous were you, and what was it like? Was it fun? Was it nervous? Did you screw up? What was that first party like?
Oh, my first party was for another company years ago. And I remember I was brand new to the scene. I just got my demo kit in. It was like maybe 2 days after my demo kit came in. And luckily it was a family friend, so it wasn't, too stressful with knowing everybody. But I went to the house. I was doing the party. The demo went great. I went to the back porch to start taking people's orders. And at that time, I knew I had one really expensive item in my bag. So whenever I was packing up, I made sure I had that. It was a $200 toy. So I made sure I had that $200 toy in my bag while it was missing. And so I was already taking orders for maybe about 30, 40 minutes. And I walked back into the house to look for this because I'm thinking somebody walked away with it, which does happen at these parties. Even though they're just touched by hands and whatnot, you would think people would leave them. But I do see them walk often. But I went back into the house, and this lady was sitting on the couch with it on her lap for a good hour without me noticing. So I always have to laugh at my first party experience because I had to walk into that and awkwardly ask this woman, excuse me, can I have that back from your lap?
That's crazy. All right, number one, your parties are co-ed. They're for men and women. So I want to ask, what is the number one or most popular item for women?
For women, we have this item called, now it's actually both for men and women. There's some secrets and some tips to it. It's called the Love Stone, and it's shaped like a little tongue. And I'm sure your imagination can take it from there. It is wonderful. It's battery operated, which doesn't let down in the power at all, and it's by far our best seller. We probably sell, at least a couple hundred a week of those.
And it's called, tell me again?
It's called the Love Stone.
Okay. And men and women both enjoy purchasing this item.
Right, yeah. So since I said it looks kind of like a tongue, the women love it just for that whole quote-unquote eating out aspect of it. And then for the men, actually, it's a really nice little tool to bring out during oral sex, right? Like a nice little tickle.
All right. You know what? And I've been telling people that I was going to be doing this show and talking to you. And I've had people ask questions. Do you mind answering a couple questions?
Oh, no, sure. Go ahead.
All right. Question number one is from one of the fellas who hit me up. Should men, say for instance, a female buys a... first of all, let me ask you this. Explain to the people, since you sell novelty items, what's the difference between a dildo and a vibrator? Or are they the same?
So I guess it depends on who you're talking to. I get that question a lot, actually. So my definition of a dildo would be basically anything of like that novelty sort that, you're going to be inserting, over a couple inches that you could insert. Now, a vibrator is specifically more something that obviously vibrates. I think they're sort of interchangeable. We do have some that don't vibrate, some that do. But see, when I think vibrator, I think more of something, a lot going on. We have a product called Jackhammer that rotates and thrusts and lights up, and it has beads inside that spin around, and everything vibrates with all these motors. That's what I think of a vibrator. Not so much just these toys that just maybe have one vibrator and a couple speeds. So I would say they're pretty interchangeable, those two terms.
Okay, then what actually is, what is it considered, the toy that actually looks like a penis? Is that a dildo or is that a vibrator?
I would call that a dildo.
Okay, so the question,
I would call that a dildo.
The question that one of the fellas chimed in and told me to ask: should a man feel offended or insulted if his partner buys a dildo that's actually larger than him? Should he be afraid that she's going to cheat?
No. See, now this comes up with, since we are a co-ed company, because there are a lot of companies like this that don't allow men and women at their parties or even to sell to men. And right off the bat, it's because of that reason of, you're cheating on your partner, right? You're having sexual acts outside of your relationship. So as for the men being maybe a little offended by a larger purchase, I think it's a great thing. We see that often, and a lot of times, sometimes the men are like, why am I not good enough? Oh, she has this, she has all she needs. Sometimes that's not true. But I think there's ways that you can really bring the toys into the bedroom together and not necessarily just solo play. A lot of the couples that I deal with, I try to introduce them to play with it together. Sort of like alone is the last resort, I always say. So, no, I don't think a man should be, put off by the fact that the woman would want to purchase something that's maybe a little bit larger or just does more than him.
All right, how much, since I'm asking these questions, since you started doing these parties, how much or how often now do you feel like a counselor or a, I can't think of a word, just a person who people come to for advice? Because I'm going to be honest, like, if you sell toys, I would like to think that you know a lot about sex.
Oh, yeah, probably more than I want to know. I've heard it all over 4 years doesn't sound like a lot, but I have heard literally everything you can hear related to sex. I wouldn't call myself a professional, obviously. I don't have no paper stating that. But, with everything I've experienced and talked to people about, I'm pretty confident when I speak to customers and consultants about training them on, how to answer specific questions or what to recommend. Sometimes I do find myself in the middle of relationships, which, I try to, right off the bat, I get out of that. But no, I feel pretty confident I know more about sex than I probably want to.
All right, so I'm on your website now. I'm strolling down your website and I'm checking things out. Do you mind me asking you about a few products?
No, go right ahead.
All right, tell me what the hell is the triple dip?
The triple dip, yeah, one of my favorites. They're a small, I guess you could say, anal beads. They're a little bit smaller than like the typical anal bead. A quick pause before I go into that a little bit more. Something awesome about Naughty Cocktail Parties is that, unlike a lot of direct sales for adult novelties in this industry, we are proudly open to everybody, not just the male-female relationship. So we are very comfortable with providing toys for the LGBT community and even further than that. So we do have a lot of anal products in our catalog and a lot that can be used anally. So triple dip, being as though they're a small pair of anal beads, they're fabulous. It's only a couple inches long. It is a premium silicone material that we have throughout most of the catalog. It's super soft and silky. And I always recommend, if we're talking male-female, I hear a lot from the females, my man wants to do anal. So the first thing I always recommend, because women aren't necessarily going to get as much pleasure as a man would out of anal since they have a G-spot and not a prostate, but they can still get some pleasure and enjoy it. So I always recommend that they use the triple dip, and then we have a lubricant called Much Better Than Spit Silicone Lube. That goes great. So it's basically the triple dip is if you're looking to get into anal, that's a great place to start because they're not intimidating. They don't hurt. And they sort of loosen up the muscles for that act.
Okay. So actually, if someone asked you about that, would you actually recommend a toy before they actually tried anal? Would you recommend the toy first?
Right. I would also recommend that during foreplay too, because especially with anal, it's not necessarily, people always think, oh, the size or the girth or the length is what's going to hurt. It's more or less the muscles, and it's really just teaching your muscles, as you would any other muscle in your body, to be able to relax, to widen up for anal sex. So I always recommend definitely like triple dip or something else similar to that size while you're doing foreplay before that happens. That way you're not surprised and, you clench up, and that's when it would cause pain.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the double up. That thing looked like the claw.
See, now that's what I think of. I think that's what people think of when they say vibrator. So the double up, that's actually a good seller too. It has a sister product, I like to call it, is an Embrace. They both kind of look alike. But the double up specifically, it has a clitoral vibrator. So that's what you're saying. It kind of does look like a lobster claw now that you say that. So that's going to be, if we're talking females here, that's going to give some clitoral stimulation. But a lot of our toys are very, very flexible. So this is actually another toy you can use anally. So women are going to get just maybe a little bit of tickle from that clitoral stimulator as the other end is inserted. But men specifically using this toy anal is going to be really nice, because since it does flex, that little claw part that you're talking about is going to sort of go right up behind the testicles, which is a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
Okay. If you had to recommend an item to a couple that's never ever purchased any type of toy before, but they want to add a little spice, but they're beginners, they've never ever even laid eyes on a sex toy or an adult toy, what item would you recommend to that couple to use together as beginners?
So right off, if they've never seen anything before, they've never used a sex toy, maybe they're nervous to use it together, I would recommend something as simple as a constriction ring or a cock ring, C-ring, whatever you want to call it. We have two of them. We have one called Intensify, which does not vibrate. It's a dual constriction ring. So what that does is goes over the testicles and over the shaft of the penis. And it does have like little massage beads, if you will, on it, so that the woman gets some pleasure out of it. And then we also have one called Dinger Ringer, which is also very, very popular. And that has a vibrator in it, but it just goes over the shaft of the penis. And obviously the woman is going to get a lot of stimulation out of that one. It basically turns the male into a vibrator, to say the least.
Okay. One more product I'm going to ask you about, and just because this caught my eye. Slick Dicks, better than spit, lubricant, and silicone.
The best lube ever. So actually, prior to carrying lubricants at naughty cocktail parties, I had to personally, and everybody asks me this all the time, do you test everything before you sell it? Yeah, sometimes it's unfortunate that I have to. But that lubricant, we tested 8 different lube companies before we went with Sir Richard's Much Better Than Spit and Better Than Spit lubricant. It is smooth. It's not very sticky. You know how some lubes leave like a sticky residue, or they stain the sheets. This doesn't do any of that. It is a little bit higher in price for a lubricant. It's definitely not your $5 lube at a quick little store around town, but it's well worth it. You just need like a pea-sized amount of either lube, and they both go a really, really long way.
All right. Tell me some. I'm trying to think of the word I want to use. Some urban myths or urban legends about sex toys that people should get completely out of their heads.
All right. Let's see here. Well, I guess I kind of touched on the first one, since we were just on anal, that anal sex hurts because of the length or the girth of the penis instead of the length. That's a total myth right off the bat. Like I was saying with the relaxing the muscles, the length actually has nothing to do with it. You could probably take an easy, maybe 1.5 foot long penis and not feel anything, as long as your muscles are used to the girth. So that's something I always get asked a lot. And then I say, 1.5 penis, and people go, I could never. I don't think anybody would want to, but as long as you're relaxed and warmed up properly, that's definitely a myth.
All right. Have you ever heard of a product called the China brush?
The China brush?
Yeah.
I have not, but you know what? I'm going to Google that right now because I'm intrigued. I've seen a lot, so maybe I just don't know the name of it.
It was this, when I was young in the locker room, we used to always talk about it. It was the China brush. You buy it at the gas station. It had like a damn worm in it, a little brush, and you're supposed to rub it on your, put the brush on your shaft, and it's supposed to make you last longer. Are there products out there that can make men last longer? Because China brush don't do nothing but numb a woman's mouth.
A lot of those products that are out there for like last longer, we've over the years I've seen a lot of them. I've actually tried some of them myself too. I don't think they do that job for the majority of men, I would say. It's the same thing with like a constriction ring. The idea of that you put a cock ring on, you're going to stay harder longer, you're not going to climax as quickly. That's a man-to-man basis. So yeah, even with like the ointments, I guess you could say, or gels or oils that supposedly make you last longer or stay harder longer, sometimes I think, like you were saying, they numb. And a lot of the time that numbing feeling, especially for the male, is sort of kind of a letdown because then you can't really feel what you're doing. So then you tend to actually go limp instead of stay harder.
All right. So, look, you also teach people how to sell your products. You educate your consultants. What are some of the things you educate your consultants on other than the products? Like, it has to be hard to say, you know what, I want to get in this business, but it's like you have sex toy school. So what are one of the lessons you teach?
90 seconds.
So we have an entire training university, we call it, on our back office for our consultants. And we, as simple as we go through each individual product, we give them the whole background of the product, more that's on a catalog or online. We just recently recorded some product videos, which are kind of nice too, because you get to see a hand on it. But it goes a little bit more in depth. So we give, a lot of tips with it, what the product does, what it can do. A lot of the toys in the catalog have at least 3 or 4 different uses than you would actually think. And then we also, try to educate on to a lot of like different pleasures in different relationships. So like male-female, female-female, male-male, and so on. We try to explain, some different products that might be nice in their situation. Or, in situations like you said, maybe a couple has never had a toy before. They don't know where to go with it. So I like to educate the consultants on letting the customers know that toys are not supposed to replace or be offensive to any sex. They're just supposed to enhance, and they're actually a lot of fun once you get to play around with them. At first it can be a little intimidating or maybe you're a little nervous, but I always like to, educate the consultants on trying to get something into their mind.
10 seconds.
Play around themselves. People are going to explore more in the bedroom than with you, taking an order.
All right. My last question, and then I'm going to ask you 2 questions about the website, and then we're going to cut this thing off. Number 1, are toys better than masturbation?
So I'm going to speak from my perspective there. And there is a toy, being a male, there's these masturbation sleeves. And we sell one that is absolutely amazing. There's some brands that guys always throw out, oh, do you sell this or that? We do have a masturbation sleeve. I think that makes masturbation better for men. I could tell you the craze that we have. I've sold this product for years now, even with the last company I was with. And I'm not going to lie, I'm addicted to it, and I have 2 in my closet.
Masturbation sleeves. All right, last question. I'm on the website. Let people know the name of the website.
So it's naughtycocktailparties.com, and from there we have an entire online store. Our shipping is super quick. We normally ship out like the next day as long as it's in stock. And then on there, we can also help you find a consultant in your area. Like I said, we have consultants all over the U.S. that host parties. So you go on there, click host a party, give us your information, and we'll find somebody. And then we also have all the information on becoming a consultant, which I want to touch on real quick. We have an amazing compensation plan. We give 40% of all the sales directly to our consultants, so we never see 40% of the sale. That's sort of like your paycheck, if you will. And we have cash bonuses. If you have a team, meaning other people sign up with you, you get paid up to 8% of their sales, which is really, really high in the direct sales industry. And we have all kinds of contests and special things that go on all the time for our consultants. So you can do all that from naughtycocktailparties.com.
I'm definitely checking it out. Man, do you have any consultants in Atlanta?
I have one in Atlanta right now, actually.
Okay, that is definitely what's up.
So we don't have many in Atlanta, so I'm hoping to maybe build up Atlanta. I know Hot Atlanta is always into this.
Oh, man, yes. Hot Atlanta is all about the sex, buddy. So, look, I'm checking out the site. Hey, man, I'm looking at Bath and Body. This is very, very interesting, very, very interesting site you have here. Look, Mr. Dalton, before we let you go, let the people know, again, the website. Let them know how to find you, whether it's Facebook. I just checked your Facebook page out, your Instagram, your Twitter. Let people know how to find you and if they want products or if they want to become a consultant. Let them know one last time in closing.
Cool. All right. Well, I appreciate the interview first, so thank you for that. And so I'm with Naughty Cocktail Parties. We are an adult direct sales company. We could be found at naughtycocktailparties.com. We do parties and have consultants and ship our products all over the U.S. And we're also on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Adults Night In. And if you want more information on becoming a consultant or hosting a party, you can go to naughtycocktailparties.com. And if you actually do become a consultant now through the end of April, I have a promo code ready that you could put in that application. If you just type in Ridin Durty Radio with no spaces, all lowercase, I'm actually giving 20% off of our starter kit. So that's a great offer. We have one consultant in Atlanta, so we'd like to build some more.
All right, now, Dalton, you have officially just became a sponsor of the Ridin Durty Show because we got a promo code, which means every show I do, I got to let people know about your website and got to let people know how to start making some money because I'm all about helping people make money. I have a question now. This is for me. What if someone wanted to sell your products but didn't actually want to go out and do parties? Do you have a plan where people can start a website and start selling your products, or how does that work? Or do you even offer anything like that?
We do, yeah. So whenever you become a consultant, you get what we call a replicated website. And it's basically, it looks exactly like our website, but it has a picture of you, your face, your email if you want it, your phone number, whatever information you want to put up about you, and all the sales that happen through that link specifically, you get 40% of those sales as well.
All right. I definitely appreciate that. This has been an awesome interview. I'm all about turning people on to business ideas. I'm all about talking to entrepreneurs and people definitely doing their thing in the community. So, Dalton, I definitely appreciate the interview. You have enlightened me. And, I know I'm going to buy something because I like supporting people who support me. I'm just not sure what I'm going to buy, but I'm going to get something. And I have some people checking out the show who I know are definitely interested in that type of thing too. Again, I appreciate your time. And let people know in closing, tell them their website.
All right. Thank you again so much. And I will see everybody at naughtycocktailparties.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Vic XL. That's your daily dose of the Ridin Durty Show. My man Dalton, Grady, naughtycocktailparties.com. Y'all definitely hit them up and start experiencing next level happiness. See you, Dalton.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Hey, man, my man Dalton. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, if you're interested in any type of sex toys, definitely hit up naughtycocktailparties.com. Definitely hit me up, RidinDurtyRadio.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Ridin Durty Radio. One time for WRFG, one time for Beat Break Radio FM, one time for SoundCloud, Spreaker, Mixcloud, Blog Talk Radio, YouTube, and everywhere else you can check out the Ridin Durty Show. It's your boy Vic XL. I'll be back tomorrow at 3. Again, y'all make sure it's going down. It's going down on the 14th. They're going to be spilling the tea on mental health. Peace.